Parent meeting at 5 p.m. Thursday in the FCHS gym. Officials will discuss athletic department regulations, and athletes and parents will meet with individual coaches. All fall athletes need to be represented by an adult family member. If you have questions, please see Mr. Wells during school registration. Frontier Community College Bobcats softball hosting a softball camp at Southwest Park Saturday, August 10th. The camp is open to 4th through 8th graders and will include instruction on hitting, fielding, base running, agility, throwing, and footwork from members of the 2019-2020 Bobcats softball team. Camp hours are 8:30 to 11 a.m. for grades 4 through 6 and 12:30 to 3 p.m. for grades 7 and 8. The cost is $35 per camper and includes a free T-shirt. Registration is the day of the camp. Campers should bring a glove, bat, tennis shoes, or cleats, and water. Here's your schedule for today in men's slow pitch softball. Braddock Auto and Detail takes on J.A. Excavating at 6 p.m. J.A. Excavating plays Vaughn Equipment at 7. At 8 p.m., it's Iconic Studio versus Braddock Auto and Detail. And at 9, Vaughn Equipment plays Iconic Studio. Cardinals take on the Cubs again tonight. You can hear the game on WOKZ 105.9 beginning at 6:20 p.m. White Sox host the New York Mets. That's a check of sports. Have a great Wednesday. Here's your Fairfield area forecast. Sunshine today, high 85. Clear tonight, low 58. For tomorrow, sunshine, high of 82. The outlook for Friday, partly sunny, high 85. Saturday, sunshine, high 85. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 88. Overnight low was 66. Yesterday's high was 87. Currently, humidity at 95%. Winds are relatively calm, and the pressure is at 30.1. Right now, we've got sunshine and 69 at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
K-O.
K.O.
K-O.
K.O. K.O. Good morning. It's a KO Wednesday morning on
KO
Morning
Wednesday.
Coffee. I'm Mark
Yes.
Turner, Jeremy Smith,
Good morning.
Ken Odie on the other side of the table. Good morning,
Morning,
sir.
everybody. Morning, Kid. How we doing today?
We got a few things to talk about with Ken this morning.
Yes.
Number one, football officiating. Going to the 40-second clock in high school this year.
40-second play clock.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a little different. The clock operator's going to have to pay attention.
Because as soon as the play is whistled dead, they'll start the clock immediately, right?
Yes, go to 40 and start the countdown.
Yeah.
Should be more consistent with chopping the timing between plays. Indiana's had it for 2 years. I talked to some of those guys, and they love it. So
we had the 25-second clock, and
Right.
really the clock operator could, you could do it when the clock was blown dead, but you could wait a couple of seconds
right,
too. Wait
and
till
they'll
they
still
get in
have the
huddle.
25-second clock. I mean, after a timeout or when something like that. It's start a quarter, whatever. So won't be totally gone, but it'll be different.
And you've been busy back on the internet as far as questions are concerned.
Well, everybody was talking about a new swimming pool, and all right, how are you going to pay for it?
That's right.
Money keeps me from doing a lot of things, and it's the same with the city and the park board. I mean, they don't have it, so how are you going to pay for it? One interesting thought I thought came out of that conversation was the fact that the park tax is strictly limited to the city of Fairfield. Should that go to the Fairfield High School District? Because let's face it, everybody uses the park.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Should there be a tax
Or a county-wide park tax? Because I know Sisney has a great park. Wayne City has a park. Is it something that share the wealth? And
Yep.
interesting concept.
Yeah. So and what were the results of that?
It's most people said, yeah, I'd support it, but they want something nice, a splash pad.
Yeah.
I know Robinson has an outstanding park, a splash pad and pool. But they really support it. Would people in Fairfield support this? I know the with the park district strapped for cash, it's been difficult to maintain the swimming pool. I mean, it's been there. I don't know what year it was built. But it's been there a long time.
And with a pool that old, every year your maintenance costs are going to go up.
And they just keep, patching it and patching it, and they do a great job opening it up every summer. But would the people support it? I don't know how many people use it now. If it were improved and a splash pad for little kids, would it make a difference? I don't know. But fundraising, no. Fundraising won't do it. I don't think.
No, you've got to. I think you've got to have some taxes.
And they said, in Marshall, they just built it. Said a lot of it was businesses donated.
Yeah, but
you as a business owner,
businesses donated to construct the pool.
Yes,
they're not going to donate to keep the pool open.
Absolutely.
I mean, that needs to come from tax money and.
And then people mentioned an indoor pool. When you start talking about an indoor pool, that's an entirely different kettle of fish.
I know.
Tough to maintain.
Yeah, tough to maintain.
Ask Wabash Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I mean, you're looking at when you get into an indoor pool, you're looking at tens of millions of dollars.
It's different.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, you as a business owner, you know how many people walk through your door wanting money for donations. Well, give me this, give me that, give me this. Donate to this, donate to this, and then you see the. What I like is, I think we ought to fundraise locally, and then you see them with their back-to-school photos buying clothes and stuff at Evansville or Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to support the local people.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
Support locally, and if you can't buy locally, then
Yes.
go out of town. That's what I
Absolutely.
do. That's what I do.
Me too.
I mean, if I cannot find it locally, either, more than likely, I just don't get it because. I don't know. I just rather stay around.
I would too.
Yeah, so,
Because usually if I take my wife with me, it's going to cost me more money if I go out of town.
well, gas.
She's going to want to eat.
Other shopping.
It's-
So,
Yep.
it steamrolls.
It's like a snowball
It
going
is.
downhill.
It
just
is.
accumulates.
We want the bunk.
Give us the bunk.
Time for the bucket of bunk.
You betcha. Celebrity
Yes.
birthdays today. Lobo, the singer.
Okay, now who knew Lobo was an individual? I thought it was the name of a group.
I thought it was a name of group
I
too.
did, too.
I don't know, but anyway, it's a singer, Lobo.
Yep.
He's 77 today. Me and You and a Dog Named Boo, probably the best song. Gary Lewis of Gary Lewis and the Playboys, 75 today. Let's see here. Daniel Ash from Love and Rockets and the Bauhaus,
Bauhaus, yes.
63.
One of
Great.
your favorites, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
Actually, I love Bauhaus. They had a great song, Bela Lugosi is Dead. Big hit in the 90s. It's an alternative group.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Uh-huh. Bill Berry from REM is 62 today.
Yes.
Let's see here. Actor Dirk Blocker of Brooklyn Nine-Nine is 63.
Or if he's related to Dan Blocker, who's
I'm
lost
wondering.
Right.
It might be his son.
Could be.
Could be.
See, I was thinking that when I saw it, I'm going, Dirk Blocker.
That name
Dan
Blocker.
Blocker
Yeah.
played Hoss rather, on Bonanza. Let's see. Wesley Snipes.
Yep.
Musician Fatboy Slim.
Fatboy Slim.
I don't know.
It's kind of redundant, isn't it?
Yeah. And
That was his music if you
that's-
listen to it in the 80s.
that's us. We're all known as that's
Yes.
that's what we should start calling ourselves. Instead of old fat guys, we'll just call ourselves Fat Boy Slim.
Young fat boy.
Fat Men Slim. Because Fat Boy Slim is now
Right.
he's where'd I see that at? He is 59, so he would be a fat man Slim.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, 55 today.
Yes.
And country singer Zach Brown of the Zach Brown Band. He's 42 today. What do you got for us, buddy?
You got Hank Bauer, American baseball infielder, manager, 8-time World Series champion, was with the Yankees, the Baltimore Orioles, born in East St. Louis, was born in 1922 on this day.
Bauer.
Matter of fact, bonus question for y'all. Do you know where the Baltimore Orioles originally came from and what their name used to be?
St. Louis Browns.
There you go. I knew you'd know that.
Boom.
I knew you'd know that. Easy.
Who
easy.
doesn't know that?
See, I'm lobbing softballs this morning. I'm trying to make Wednesday easy for
You're
everybody.
lobbing wiffle balls this
I'm
morning,
telling you.
man.
I'm
Come
telling
on.
you. And one last one, Mark Cuban. We all know who Mark is. The Shark, the American businessman, bought the Mavericks, tried to buy the Cubs. Wish they would have let him, but hey, props to the Ricketts. We got a series finally.
right.
He is 61 years old, was born in 1958.
Here are some birthdays of folks that are no longer with us. And I'll see if you can guess
All
who
right.
these folks are.
Oh, okay.
Juliet Capulet.
Capulet. You know, the only thing that's popping out in my head is Shakespeare, Capulet and Montague.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that's popping out.
There
in
you
my
go.
head.
Juliet.
That's it.
That is it.
Fictional character in the
Okay.
Shakespeare tragedy, born July 31st, 1577.
Wow.
Died in 1591. She was an old maid, man.
was,
She was
yes.
like, what's this, 24?
Mm-hmm.
When she, got married to Romeo? That's an old maid back then.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Ted Cassidy. Theodore Crawford Cassidy.
Billy. Was that
Oh, Billy Baru.
Billy Baru? Caddyshack?
Yep.
No.
That's Ted Knight.
No, that was Ted Knight.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was Ted Knight.
But he was David Cassidy's father, wasn't he?
I do not know.
There's a relationship in there.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Ted
hey,
Cassidy-
hey, Mark, who's Ted Cassidy?
Lurch.
Ah.
Yeah, left us in 1979.
Wow.
6'9".
Wow.
He's on the Addams Family. Played both Lurch and Thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He was also in The Incredible Hulk. He was the opening narrator and the voice for Hulk's growls and roars.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Hall of Fame sportscaster Kurt Gowdy left us in 2006. He was born on this day.
American sportsman.
Uh-huh. Edward Nash Hurley
Really?
died in 1993. Any ideas?
No.
Eddie Hurley. Nope.
Inventor of the pneumatic drill.
Really?
Yep.
I've got you a death over here, a historical musical death. Franz Liszt, Hungarian composer,
Oh, yeah?
part of the Faust Symphony, virtual pianist, died of heart disease in the age of 74. He was born in 1886
Man.
on July 31st.
Leroy Edgar Burney died in 1906. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is kind of... Oh, he died in 1998. He was born in 1906. U.S. Surgeon General. He's the first U.S. federal official to acknowledge the connection between smoking and cancer.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
17th President Andrew Johnson
Yep.
died born on this date in 1875. He's also the vice president, and he was impeached by the House of Representatives,
Yes.
but acquitted by the Senate. Just one vote shy of the required 2/3 majority.
Skin of his teeth.
Author Gore Vidal,
Yep.
born on this date, died in 2012. He died on this date. Mitch Miller died on this date in 2010.
Sing along with Mitch.
Yeah.
Follow the bouncing ball.
2015.
He lived to
Yep.
be. Did he make it to 100? 99?
Born in 1911. He made it to 99.
Wow.
Interesting note about Mitch Miller. The FBI used his songs in an attempt to drive the cult, Branch Davidians, from their compound during the Waco disaster.
Wow.
Country singer Jim Reeves died on this date in 1964. Number one song, Mexican Joe. This is really weird. He had 17 top 10 hits after he died.
A smooth voice.
Yep. And Francis E. Stanley died on this date in 1918.
Really?
Stanley Steamer.
To the rescue. Yes.
Yep. He was the inventor of the Stanley Steamer along with his twin brother.
Yeah.
Darn.
Sam Wilson. Samuel Wilson died on this date in 1854. He was an American meat packer, the original Uncle Sam.
I'll be darned.
Yep. During the War of 1812, he stamped his merchandise with U.S., the initials of his nickname, causing it to be confused with government-approved packages.
That's interesting.
Wow. Here's you one there, Mark. Died on this day in 2015 at the age of 61. Canadian wrestler and great entertainer, Roddy Piper.
Yes.
Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Roddy.
You know, a lot of
Yes.
people think that's fake.
Well, yeah,
Wrestling.
they do.
Oh,
What
oh,
movie
well.
was he in?
Well, he was in They Live.
They Live. That's
where
the
they
one I'm
wore the
thinking of.
sunglasses and saw
That's
the
the
aliens.
one I'm thinking of.
He also did a lot of cameo parts and second character parts in some movies too,
What-
as well as starred in a couple of scenes of Tropic and Thunder, the Hulk Hogan TNT series.
What's the famous line from They Live? I came here to chew
Yep.
bubble gum and,
And
kick
kick
butt,
butt.
and I'm all out of bubble gum.
Yep. Got
Gotta
us
love that one.
a couple of famous wedding divorce announcements here too, as well. 2018, actor David Hasselhoff married his third wife, Haley Roberts, in Italy
Oh, yeah.
on this day.
Oh, yeah.
And
The
on
Hoff.
this, yes, the
Hoffer.
Hoff, searching for freedom. And wonder if he's still searching for freedom after that third marriage. But and in 1980, on this
Searching
day,
from relief from
Yeah.
alimony is what he's
yes,
searching
right,
for.
exactly. And on this day in 1980, Pete Rose was divorced by his wife of 16 years of marriage, Carolyn Englehart.
Okay. On this date in history also, July 31st, 1976, NASA releases the famous Viking 1 Face on Mars
Yes.
photo.
Yes.
1971, on this date, American astronauts Jim Irwin and Dave Scott took a little drive on the moon. 1988, America's last Playboy Club closed.
Really?
What city? Anybody? It's not a city that you would think of. Lansing, Michigan.
Lansing?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That would have been way down my list.
Yeah. Uh-huh. The Living Daylights, James Bond, premiered on this date in 1987. Timothy Dalton was 007 in that one. All righty. 1952, the first transatlantic helicopter flight took place. 1914, the New York Stock Exchange closed because of war in Europe. Cornerstone of the U.S. Mint was laid on this date in 1792, the first U.S. government building in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
And in 1790, on this date, the first U.S. patent is granted to Samuel Hopkins for improvements in making potash and pearlash.
Really?
I don't even know what those are.
I have no clue. I'm not the smartest guy on that, though. But I tell you what, I want to make a quick little piece of interesting trivia about that Ranger 7 photographing the moon you were talking about from 64. It took a total of 4,308 shots of the lunar surface that were 1,000 times as clear as if it was done on Earth from me to you, terrestrially.
Oh, you mean
just fantastic.
64? That was Mars, right?
That
based on Mars, right?
that was the photos
Oh,
of the
the
moon.
photo of the lunar
that was the
surface, okay.
photos of the moon. Ranger 7. Also got 1977. 19-year-old French aristocrat, and I'm going to try not to butcher this name. I am not a Frenchman. Marie-Joseph Paul Roche-Yvel Gilbert du Motier, known as the Marquis de Lafayette, accepted a commission as a major general in the Continental Army without pay. Secret envoy to France, Silas Deane, for the Marquis de Lafayette, offered military knowledge and experience to the American cause. King Louis XVI, of course, feared angering Britain and prohibited him from departing for the New World. He went ahead and did it anyways, was chased down, captured by the British, escaped, outran 2 British ships that were on their way to apprehend him, and made it to the United States to offer his effort in Virginia at the Seas of Yorktown in 1781.
All right.
There you go.
And in 1715, a hurricane struck the east coast of Florida, sinking...
Did France surrender before that or after?
Yeah, that could be before.
I think that was...
I think it was a pre-war surrender.
Yeah. Well, we could mention a few of those. Dunkirk, for one. But 1715, a hurricane struck the east coast of Florida, sinking 10 Spanish treasure ships, killing nearly 1,000 people on board. And it was 250 years later in 1960 when they were able to get the rest of that treasure.
So they found them all. They found all 10 of them.
They did find
Okay.
all 10 of them. Matter of fact, interesting side note, there was 3 ships, 2 Spanish and a French ship, The Spanish ships decided to stay close to the coast of Florida, as was custom. The French ship decided to go straight across the ocean.
Yep.
The French ship survived the storm. All members lived.
Wow.
And this day in music history, if you're ready for some of that.
Sure.
1957, Richard Starkey, Ringo Starr, of course, made his debut at the Cavern, playing drums with the Eddie Clayton Skiffle Group. John Lennon made his first appearance at the club a week later with the Quarrymen Skiffle, and Paul McCartney would make his appearance a year later with the Quarrymen. 1967, an appeal court in London, England, gave Mick Jagger a conditional discharge and quashed Keith Richards' conviction. You know what that conviction was?
Marijuana possession?
It was for allowing his house to be used for the purpose of smoking cannabis resin. Little Elvis trivia for you. What happened in
Did he get his conviction overturned?
He did.
Because of, they approved?
Should have.
Yes, he should. He should. You would think.
Yeah.
But 1969, a little Elvis for you here. Elvis Presley kicked off a 4-week run at the Las Vegas International Hotel. It was his first live show since 1961. He netted $1.5 million for doing that show.
That's big time payday.
That's big money for back then. And on the menu, they had an Elvis special. You know what was on the special?
Peanut butter banana sandwich.
You would think that, but no. It was polk salad with corn muffins and honey. The favorite meal of what his grandmother used to make him as a child
I
on
understand.
Sunday.
I understand.
salad.
They had a cook named Annie that made that.
Really?
Poke salad Annie.
Poke salad.
And 1980. You're gonna dig this one. I think you probably already know about this one, Mark. During the Eagles concert, tempers boiled over between Glenn Frey and Don Felder, and they spent the entire show in between songs describing the beating they were going to give each other backstage. Matter of fact, they say at one point in time they were saying across the stage to one another, Frey told Felder, "Only 3 more songs till I kick your butt, pal." And matter of fact, it led to them having to be on opposite coasts when they mixed their next album, because Felder was quoted as saying he couldn't stand to be in the same state, let alone the same room.
Didn't that happen in Spinal Tap? This is Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
Didn't they get into an argument and
Yeah.
actually spill over into blows on stage?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
See, Don Felder was on the other night doing something. He's hosting a show on Access TV. Looks bad. He looks bad.
Really? Haven't seen him lately. 1982, Survivor's Eye of the Tiger was number 1 on the U.S. charts. We all know what movie they came from.
Rocky III.
That's right. Sylvester Stallone actually was the one that commissioned that song, and it was nominated for a Best Original Song, selling over 5 million copies.
All right.
And finally, one piece of music history. 2006, on this day, former Culture Club singer Boy George was ordered to do community service picking up trash in New York City on the streets. He pled guilty to reporting a false crime, and while the cops were there taking the incident report, cocaine was located in his apartment.
All right.
That's music history.
Okay. Question of the day, that's
Yes.
coming up. The question was, if you planted a garden, did it produce this year? It's coming up.
Dad, what are you doing?
Cramming for college.
I'm the one going to college.
Yeah, but we need to figure out how we're going to pay for it all.
Discover Student Loans.
Discover does student loans?
Yeah, they're one of the top private student loan lenders in the country. It takes 15 minutes or less to apply, and there are no fees for the life of the loan. Best of all, I can earn cash rewards if I get good grades.
Really?
Yeah, we still have time to apply and get a great rate.
So I can just chill. College kids still say that, right?
No one says that, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply.
Here's a real post from a real Chick-fil-A fan. Katie writes,
Chick-fil-A, please tell me you are bringing back the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich this summer. I've been dreaming about it since last summer.
"Good news, Katie. It's back. Now, how does that make you feel?"
I'm so happy. If I could do a cartwheel, I'd be doing them right now.
Thanks, Katie. Try one for yourself at your nearest Chick-fil-A. Real Chick-fil-A customers paid for their testimonial.
I'm Marlene. I smoked and got macular degeneration, so I don't see very well. If this happens to you, you could need eye injections every month like I do. My first tip is find a doctor that you could trust. My other tip is before they put that needle in your eyeball, look as far away as possible.
Smoking can cause loss of eyesight.
Developed by the CDC. For help quitting, call the Illinois Tobacco Quit line at 1-866-QUIT-YES.
Carnaby is and has been a classic in Fairfield's downtown for 39 years. In a world full of trends, their small boutique brings to your wardrobe the best brands and design. Quality never goes out of style. This season is marching on. Carnaby summer clothing is now half price. Be watching their Facebook page for Carnaby's National Girlfriend's Day Out this Thursday, August 1st. Open daily from 9 to 5, including Saturday and Thursday until 7.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when race riots erupted in Newark and Detroit, and President Johnson sent in federal troops?
Law and order have broken down in Detroit, Michigan. Pillage, looting, murder, and arson have nothing to do with civil rights.
Our Surveyor 4 satellite scored a direct hit on the moon. 23-year-old Billie Jean King stole the show at Wimbledon, winning at singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. The National League won a 15-inning All-Star game. We said farewell to Carl Sandburg and Vivian Lee. And here's what we heard on the radio.
Turn the wider shade of pale. Society's just I take it back. I like the way silence is golden. We're gone to Jackson. Don't go out into the rain. Come on, Marianne.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
The summer clearance event is going on now at Lamons Chrysler. Now through July 31st, the Ram truck deals are sizzling. All new 2019 Ram 1500s are discounted up to 25% off MSRP. That's savings of up to $12,364. Looking for an even better deal? How about a 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Classic truck marked down up to 30% off MSRP? That's over $15,000 in savings. These great offers and more in July 31st. Lamons Chrysler, 412 East Main Fairfield, and LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
July 1967. Come on, baby, light my fire.
The Doors and Light My Fire, the top song of July 1967. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Tired of high-priced service calls? At Finley's Refrigeration, I take pride in answering all calls and giving prompt, courteous 24-hour emergency service. We service all brands and will install high-quality new equipment to keep your home or business comfortable all year round. We accept all major credit cards, checks, and cash. Save yourself a lot of money and a lot of heartache today by calling or texting Finley's Refrigeration for all your cooling and heating needs at 618-599-9888. That's 618-599-9888.
Seasons change, people change, financial needs change. This is Anthony Vaughn, your ag and commercial lender at Fairfield Banking Company. As your bank, we're here to see you through those changes and to make sure your accounts reflect the seasons of your life. Our staff is ready to help you make the changes necessary to ensure that your financial needs are being taken care of. Stop in and see me at the Fairfield Banking Company. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Morning Coffee. Mark Turner, Jeremy Smith, and Ken Odie with us on this Wednesday morning. That question of the day, if you planted a garden, did it produce anything this year? Did it do okay?
And you know, you might not be surprised with the rainy season we've had and everything. I'm surprised with the total votes being as low as they were. We only had 49 people vote today in our question. But I will say it's a overwhelming no success. 65% of everyone saying no, they did not have any success at all.
I'd like to talk to the person that had success gardening this year.
You know, there was 35% of them that said they did, but nobody commented. And I was hoping that somebody, at least one person that had success, would have commented so that they could tell us.
I was successful.
Really? Tell us
I
your
raised
secret.
jalapenos and poblano peppers.
Really?
They did, of course, throw in a little pot, each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have container gardens, but that's all I grow. So,
all right, and you didn't.
They did well.
You didn't bring any to us. Good. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, we had a pretty good garden.
What'd you grow this year?
About 30 pounds of potatoes and got back 380 pounds.
Wow.
That's pretty
lot
good.
of taters.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Grow anything else besides taters?
Yeah, we got tomatoes and green beans and lettuce and radishes and peas. Everything turned out pretty good.
Good for you.
Well, all right. Congratulations.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, rain did not affect them.
Yeah. Speaking of potatoes, you see that story? I'm not sure where it's from,
Yes.
but the woman
Peed on
urinated
taters.
on the potatoes. They've caught her, apparently.
Did they catch her?
Yeah.
Was it a
She turned
Walmart?
herself in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at Walmart. Walmart's been in the news lately here the last couple of days.
Yeah, I just don't understand between spitting in drinks and licking ice cream and on potato. What in the world is going on?
Is that going to be a new challenge instead of the
I don't know.
the lick it challenge? Is it going to be the pee on it challenge?
I've got a real challenge for people. Get a job.
That's right. Try working for
Get a job.
Try getting a job for a change.
Yes.
All right. So, what else is going on?
I think the
Ken?
hospital's garden out there did okay.
I think they did pretty good out there. The
Of course,
pictures
it drains
seen,
well there.
Yes.
You have to
It's
wonder
a good
about
thing.
So what else is going on, Ken? We talked about your questions.
This summer is absolutely flying by.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it's
tomorrow
school
is
starts
August.
in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Or 2-3 weeks, somewhere right around
Like
there.
16th, like that.
16th or 18th is what I was thinking.
It's crazy.
Unbelievable. It starts
And-
earlier and earlier every year.
Yeah.
Like in Indiana, my niece is teaching in the Indianapolis area. They start today.
Really?
As a matter of fact.
Now, do they go year round over
They
there?
do.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So they've been on summer break for the last couple of weeks.
They have several breaks during the year.
And they'll go.
it's-
They'll go a couple of months, and
Mhm.
they'll take another 2-week break.
Yeah.
And another couple of months. Okay.
It's different, but all the classrooms and everything are air conditioned, so I mean it isn't an issue. I mean, when we were kids, you couldn't do that because the classrooms would have been like an oven.
Mm-hmm. And I don't ever remember starting school before Labor Day.
No.
We always started the day after Labor Day.
When I was a senior, our soap game was Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
So, but that was pre-playoffs. So now you've got the playoffs in there now, so they have to move everything back. And basketball season starts earlier, so everything gets shifted back. And then you have the heat acclimation. And I mean, I know that our crew is very cognizant of the fact that if I'm hot, they're really hot. But
yeah,
you have to be conscious of the fact that they need water. They've got to have breaks. We've got to take care of it.
And the officials have that.
You bet.
Have that.
We have that
authority.
option to do that. I mean, if somebody's driving or there's momentum, you don't want to interfere with that. But if somebody scores, why? Get a timeout, get everybody a drink, plenty of time to get those helmets off, and it's all about safety.
Yeah.
That's rule number one. Rule number two: look at rule number one.
Yeah.
Nobody gets sick or has something bad happen to them on my watch.
Wasn't like that back in the day when you and I played football.
3
I
days.
remember going
Water was a weapon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember going through 3 days in, down south playing football. And, boy, it was hot, man.
How about this? Salt tablets. Remember those?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Take your salt tablets. Or they'd have a big container of salt water.
Yeah. Take salt pills.
Wow.
That's right. Take a salt pill, drink plenty of water.
Rub some dirt in it and walk it off.
That's
and
right.
You got
Yep.
it. And that was it. I mean,
JFL's been practicing, I think, for a week now.
Wow.
And again,
well, their first game is coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We're about a month away from high school football, but JFL
Yeah.
is a couple of weeks.
I think their first home game would be the Saturday after the initial. I think the 31st.
Yeah.
Would be their first home game.
Because they're not going to get any home game in.
I don't know.
Before
I
high
don't know
school
if the decision's been made on that. Right now, I don't know. That's for Mr. Wells and their staff to decide. I don't know the decision's been made.
Okay, now I know
But
you walk out by the football field.
The grass looks
It
awesome.
looks great, doesn't it?
It looks awesome.
I haven't had a chance to. I saw it early on, but I haven't been out lately.
Mm-hmm. The guy that was taking care of it was actually down there that night, and he said that he couldn't be more pleased.
Well, the weather conditions have been very conducive to
That
growing
grass
Bermuda
loves
grass.
heat.
Mm-hmm.
Loves heat, loves sunshine, along with controlled
Mhm.
watering.
Of course, they've got the sprinkler system now, so they can control exactly how much water
Yep.
goes on there. So it's a great facility. I've been to a lot of football fields in my life, and it's top notch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm the same way. All right, guys. Coming up tonight, we've heard about the red moon, the wolf moon, the super moon. Today is bringing a black supermoon.
Really?
Yep. Black moon is pretty rare and happens when there are 2 new moons in the same month. A new moon occurs when the sun's light falls on the far side of the moon that we don't see. Supermoon is when it's at the closest point to our planet, which will be on Wednesday. Because the sun will be on the other side, it's not going to be easy to spot, and most people will likely miss it. Best viewing will take place in North America.
I think that's what causes urinating on potatoes.
That could be.
I think so.
That could be.
That's it. It's the moon's gravitational pull.
So. And you know what today is? Today is National Avocado Day.
Oh.
That's like the new health food, isn't it?
Yes.
Avocados?
Yes.
They put avocado on everything.
You do.
My daughter.
You could probably go to John's Butcher Block and get avocado.